Howdy friends, it's Kathy from RustPaperScissors. I wanted to make another video on one of the journals that I've made recently since I got back from helping my mom. And this is just a repurposed book. The back is just the back of the book. I added to the spine, I added a little adhesive backed velvet, and then I added a vintage doily, and then the front, I'm not sure if this was a handkerchief or a napkin, but I added it's vintage. I added this, and then I added a faux enamel word. I sell these in my Etsy shop. It's kind of reminiscent of the French enamel tags, and so I sell these. I sell numbers. So I added that, and then this is just a brooch off of a necklace that I repurposed and added that. I tried to do some different things in these recent journals. I mentioned in another video, I don't have a sewing machine, so I'm always looking for a way to sew the signatures in, or some different way to bind the journal. So that's what I'm trying to do on these. I'm trying to use some items that I don't normally use. I don't normally use a lot of fabric and lace, and so this has been a stretch for me. So I wanted to mention that normally my signatures, I use a corrugated paper, and that's what I did in this journal. I put the closure only on the signature. It's held together with, they're called D-ring fasteners, and I rust them. I sell them in my shop, and so on this one I just added some sari silk and to make the closure. That way I thought, with not closing the outside of the book, you could add some things to the book if you wanted. So that was the thought behind that. This is a crochet trim that I taught myself how to do when I was staying with my mom. And then I left the book. It looks like maybe one of the owners might have been a small child, and they had drawn in the book, and so I wanted to leave that. I thought that was special. I reinforced the spine again with some sticky back velvet. A while back I made I called it a French haute couture. I'm not sure if I'm saying that correctly. My Texas accent doesn't always lend well to French or saying things beautifully. So I think that's it. But I love this image. It's a dress form, and it just has this beautiful corset on there. And I added some lace and paper. I added some of the sticky backed velvet. I was trying to draw in from the spine to continue that in the journal. And then I added just some little rhinestones. And then the first page here, on the book I added they're ribbon crimps, and I added 3 crystal chandelier crystals. And then this was a crocheted item that I made. It's called a granny square triangle, and I thought it would make a perfect tuck spot. So I would like your opinion about that, if you think that's a good use of the crocheted. I was thinking about maybe selling those. The problem I know with crocheted items, a lot of people use the vintage, and obviously this isn't vintage because I made it. And then, but I would just like your opinion as to what you think about that. This was just a little tag that I made. You could write on the back. This was a tag that I made, just a cutout in the book page, and then it says love and abundance, and the back is blank for you to journal on. A lot of times on my tags I like to add a rusted element, so I will add a washer and a brad, or just a washer. I like the rusted because if everything else looks vintage, I like for the metal items to look vintage, so I rust a lot of things and I sell them in my shop. I bound this book with a It's called a metal prong fastener. I rust these and sell them in my shop. The beauty of this is you can open these up and add or take away pages that you don't like. So I thought that was a great way to bind this journal. My journals a lot of times are just really a blank canvas, leaving you a lot of room to journal or to add your own embellishments or your own memories. So that's why a lot of times they're blank. This is another example of the faux enamel tag that I make. This is more the vintage style. It's the other ones are white. They look more French. And then I added, this was just some an idea, and I'm not sure where I got it, but you take double-sided tape, and I used a dictionary page on this one, but some people use old book pages, and then it's just makes a, kind of like a washi tape, but it's a quick way to add an embellishment to your page. And I covered up where I had put the brad on that. And so then this is just a bunch of tea-stained papers. Again, I kind of staggered them in this book just as something different. On this page, this was just some buttons that I sewed on a piece of fabric and added. And then this is some manuscript paper. That's just some, that is fabric washi tape that I got. And then just, again, some more blank pages. This, I believe, is multimedia paper. I added some lace on there. Just tea-stained tracing paper, some writing paper. This is a tag that I made, and this is an example of something else that's new in my shop. I sell these alligator clips. They're like little hair clips, and you use them like a paper clip. And on this one I added a rhinestone. Sometimes I leave them blank. I add flat back pearls to them, so I just have that. And then this was a tag that I made. It's just a sticky backed velvet. I love that stuff. I used it a lot in the for Halloween. This stuff cuts like butter, and I used my Cricut, and it was just amazing. But I added a little crocheted circle and a rhinestone. I thought this would make a beautiful backdrop for a vintage picture, or however you want to use it, but that's what I thought of. And you just add it in here with, you can add these clips on the top or the side. I like to add it on the top because you can see it when the book is closed, but you could also on the side, you would see it. And so that's that. And then this is just some more of the ribbon twist paper. I added a little crocheted flower that I made, again, with the rusted washer and brad. And then carrying through the flower theme, I added this tuck spot. It's just a digital printout. And then I made this card, adding some eyelet material, some twill tape. I believe this is from the Graphics Fairy Forget-Me-Not bundle. And so I just added that. And this is back of just ledger paper. I added some lace to it. This is another faux enamel tag, and added that. And then again, this is the ribbon crimp and the crystal, the chandelier crystal. The ribbon crimps I like to use as a quick way to add bling on the side of a journal. I do it a lot. A lot of times I'll repurpose earrings or different things, and just the ribbon crimps make it very easy to add them to your journals. And then this is just, I believe this was the back of a photo card from the past. I forget what they're called. It's just, I can't think right now. But I added that. And then this back spot, I added a floral printout, and then I just made a little journaling booklet for you. There was a way to add more places for you to journal. And then on this page, again, I added the granny square triangle, And then I added this ball gown or dress, but I thought it matched, the colors matched that paper so well that I had to add it. And then it reminded me of the French items that I had done in the front, so I liked that. And then the back is just blank. This was a crocheted piece that I added as a belly band, and then I just added 2 tags. This is just a carte postale tag, and then this is just a little envelope, and then I closed it with a metal rim tag. I like to do that a lot. It's just an easy closure. Well, I say easy, and then it's just blank, but it's just a way to keep that closed. And then here is our last ribbon crimp and chandelier crystal. Then the back was just a digital printout. And then I added a glassine envelope. I added some vintage lace. This is another tag when I was making the haute couture French. It was a file folder. I used several of these tags, and I had this one left over, and so I just wanted to include it because I like the image so much. And then this is just a French tag that you could journal on. And then inside the envelope I added, I'm not sure what you call this, but it looks like an envelope, but it opens up and it's a place for you to journal. So I did that. And then in the back I added just a tag, and I added a little rusted washer and some lace. So that's this journal. Again, I would appreciate any comments about the journal or about the crocheted items or the new items in my shop. It just helps me know if maybe there's an interest in these items, if it would be feasible for me to include them in my shop. I do appreciate your time, and thank you very much.